Imagine waking up one morning and finding your neighbors dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Not celebrating, not joyful, but exhausted, trembling, terrified, yet unable to stop. This wasn't a festival. This wasn't entertainment. This was one of the strangest medical mysteries in human history. Today, we uncover the chilling story of the 1518 dancing plague, the bizarre epidemic that made hundreds dance until they collapsed or died.
The story begins in July 1518 in the city of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire. It was a hot summer morning. People were going about their usual routines until one woman stepped into the street and changed history. Her name was Frau Trophäa. Witnesses said she began to dance wildly, without music, without control. Her arms swung, her feet pounded the ground, and her eyes stared blankly ahead. Hours passed. She didn't stop. Night came. She still didn't stop. The next morning, she was still dancing. At first, people thought she was possessed, or cursed, or mentally disturbed. But then, even more frightening events began.
Within a week, 34 people had joined her, not willingly, not out of joy, but as if they were trapped inside their own bodies. By the end of the month, over 400 dancers filled the streets, young, old, men, women, all moving uncontrollably. Historians describe them as sweating, groaning, crying, yet completely unable to stop. Some begged for help, others screamed in fear. Some danced until their shoes filled with blood. But the most terrifying part? It was contagious, but not like a virus. City officials were desperate. They assumed the dancers would recover if they danced it out. Yes, their solution was to encourage more dancing. They built wooden stages, they hired musicians, they even paid professional dancers to guide the victims. The result? A catastrophe. The music only made things worse. More people joined, collapsing from exhaustion, dehydration, strokes, and heart attacks. Some danced for 6 days straight until their hearts literally gave out. Strasbourg had turned into a nightmare, a city dancing itself to death. For centuries, historians have struggled to explain this bizarre event, and to this day, there is no single agreed-upon cause, but there are 4 leading theories. Theory 1: mass hysteria. The people of Strasbourg were already suffering. Starvation, disease, extreme heat, crushing poverty. Their minds were pushed to the breaking point. Under unimaginable stress, a psychological chain reaction may have begun. One dancer triggered another, and another, until the entire city was trapped in a shared mental collapse. Theory 2: ergot poisoning. Another theory blames ergot, a fungus that grows on damp rye. This fungus contains chemicals similar to LSD. Consuming it can cause hallucinations, spasms, and violent convulsions. Did the people dance because they were essentially poisoned by a medieval psychedelic? Possibly, but ergot usually causes seizures, not hours of rhythmic dancing. Theory 3: religious madness. In this region, people believed in Saint Vitus, the patron saint who could curse sinners with uncontrollable dancing. Some historians think the outbreak was a form of religious trauma. People feared divine punishment so intensely that they physically manifested it. Theory 4. Secret political manipulation. A lesser-known theory suggests political motives. Some believe local elites may have exaggerated or manipulated the event to control citizens already on the verge of rebellion. Yet no solid evidence confirms this.
And then, as suddenly as it began, the dancing plague stopped. Authorities marched the dancers, one by one, to a mountain shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. There, priests performed rituals and prayers. Slowly, the dancing faded. People collapsed. Many never recovered. To this day, the dancing plague remains one of the most disturbing events in human history. A medical mystery, a psychological phenomenon, or a supernatural curse. No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear: the human mind is powerful, and sometimes terrifyingly fragile. If a whole city can dance uncontrollably, what else are we capable of under extreme stress? Thank you for watching this documentary from High Info. If you love history's strangest mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because more unbelievable stories are coming soon.